Well, good morning, everyone. Alejandro Tornato here. And guess what? I have a very dear friend, Makisher Whetstone. And we are actually this morning launching officially our page, Live Without Limits, on Facebook. And this is a kind of an invitation to all of you, just to let you know a little bit what Live Without Limits it's all about. So before we continue, this is just going to be like a conversation, but an informative conversation. So, Makisher, how are you this morning? And can you tell us a little bit about your excitement about this new venture that we're getting into?
Good morning, Alejandro, and good morning to those who are joining us this morning. I am very excited about our new collaboration, our new Live Without Limits. So we are so excited. We are glad to have all of you all here with us because Alejandro and I are going to talk about ways to grow your belief system to make sure you are living without limits, because we know there are so many things that will play over and over in our minds that will impact our belief system and impact us being able to achieve our goals. So I am so excited that we are on this journey together, Alejandro, to help our friends out there grow and expand just as you and I are. We're growing in our business, we're growing in our connections, and
Yeah.
I'm so excited that we're coming together to help others do that as well, personally and professionally.
Excellent. Yes. Just a little bit because I want to let our audience know. How we got together and how we knew each other. As a matter of fact, you know me, my other presence on Facebook in the transformational mentoring page. And if you've been following me, you know that I am a certified speaker, coach, and trainer with the John Maxwell team. And the John Maxwell team is the largest organization for coaches and speakers and trainers. We are in about like 150 plus countries with over 25,000 coaches worldwide. So it is definitely, and if you heard the name John Maxwell, you know that it's the elite of experts in leadership and personal growth and personal development throughout the world. And as a matter of fact, a little while ago, I would say sometime last year, okay, I went to a networking event here in Atlanta, and guess who was among the people that I saw in that networking? And it was called speed networking, and is the same concept as speed dating, but there's no dating involved. It's all networking. So you just get together, with a person on a table, and you spend perhaps 3 or 4 minutes just pitching, who you are and what are the services that you provide, and then the other person does the same, and you do that with everybody there. So when it came time, to meet Makisher for the very first time, and so we talked about it, and as she was relating, her services and her story, she mentioned that she was also a John Maxwell certified speaker, coach, and trainer. And guess what? That was immediately there was a connection. And so we kept corresponding with each other, and we met for coffee. Just to get to know one another a little bit better. And then there was this desire if you are, or if you have ever met a John Maxwell coach, trainer, and speaker, we are all, we have the same JMT. We call it JMT DNA. We have the same DNA, and that DNA is about making a difference in people's lives, and it's adding value to other people. And I know, and the more that I interact with Makisha, I know her desire to make a difference, and I know her desire to add value. And what a better collaboration than do something with someone who is living at a high frequency, and that we can do so much better together. I mean, remember, two minds are better than one.
Yes. Yes.
And so that's what I wanted to share, because this is great when two people come together with a purpose, with a goal. And so what can you add, I mean, to that, Makisha?
It has just been great getting to know you. You're right. Neither of us, if I remember correctly, I know I haven't. I don't think you had ever attended a speed networking event either. Is that correct, Alejandro?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, so it was our first time attending a speed networking event. I don't think either of us knew what to expect, but it was a lot of fun. And what is so ironic is that the young lady who was facilitating this event,
Yeah.
she was actually about to end the event. And Alejandro was stating, "Oh, I haven't talked to this person or that person." I stated, "I haven't spoken with him." So we immediately sat down and we started talking. And as he stated, we realized we have the JMT DNA, and we just started talking. And like he said, set up coffee, and we started talking about the different things we wanted to do to add value to everyone's life. So it just worked out tremendously for us, and we have been going nonstop ever since we've had that meeting, from us being, well, me being a guest on your podcast, and then we are working on our Live Without Limits workshop that we will be talking about. And plus, we have a book review coming up and some other things. So we have some fantastic things coming up simply by talking. If he and I wouldn't have been at the event and just stated, "You know what? Well, I haven't talked to him or I haven't talked to her," we probably would not be here today. So it was meant to be for us to have our JMT DNA connect, Alejandro.
Yes, definitely. And I think that what this illustrates the most is the power of associations and the power of relationship. But not only that, is the power of the right relationship and the right association.
Because
And
that's the difference. You want it to be right.
that's right, and I'm so happy about it. And of course, we did 2 episodes in my podcast. I mean, we talked about a very important topic, not just for any individual. I mean, whether you are in business, whether you are an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, a dad at home, or a mom at home, it doesn't matter. We talked about forgiveness, and we talked about self-forgiveness. I mean, if you have not listened to those, I mean, those are available for listening on iTunes. I mean, go to the Alejandro Tornato Show podcast, and you'll be able to listen to those. And there are going to be more episodes coming, because we can talk about other topics that would enhance and empower your life. But Makisha, you mentioned a workshop that is coming up, and we are definitely getting excited. We're getting ready, and we want to share that with as many people as we possibly can. So just go ahead and tell our audience about that workshop. What is it going to be about, and a little bit what we are going. Don't tell them everything, but at least whet their appetite. I mean, to see what they're going to be receiving.
Yes, I'm so excited. It is going to be on Saturday, May 2nd, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It will be held here outside of the Atlanta area in Norcross, Georgia at Joy Co, which is a co-working environment, and we are going to have a great time. All you have to do is go to Eventbrite, type in Live Without Limits, and you can register today. And we want you to invite your friends to register as well. Alejandra and I will be talking about limiting beliefs, the belief system you have. The belief system you have that's limiting your growth potential. We will be talking about fear, because most of us experience fear at different points in times throughout our life, and especially when you're doing something new. A lot of times you will have fear that sets in, or you will start doing something that makes you uncomfortable, and fear will make you pause a little bit. We're going to talk about self-confidence, because we want to be self-confident even when it's fearful. When we're comfortable, we have self-confidence. And so we want to talk about those things, along with making sure we have healthy relationships and association with relationships. And as Alejandro just stated, we feel like we have the right relationship between us because we work well together, we get along well, we make one another laugh, we pull from one another's strengths, and we help one another. And so we want to talk about having the right associations, the right relationships to help get to where you want to go. But all of that starts with self, making sure you are everything you need to be to yourself, so you can give to others in your personal life or your professional life, and for you to achieve those goals. So that's what we're going to talk about in the workshop. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be fun. And we just want you to come and have an open mind to learning some new tools, or some you may have heard before, but perhaps you haven't put them into action. And we're going to help you do that, because we want you to excel and live without limits in 2020 and beyond, because that is Alejandro's goal. That is my goal, for us to really excel in 2020 and live without those limits. So we're helping you do that with this workshop on May 2nd.
Excellent. And as Makisha pointed out, you can just go either to Eventbrite and search Live Without Limits, or you can go to our page, Live Without Limits on Facebook. Yeah. And then there's going to be, look for that event. There's going to be a link, and you can click on that link, and it takes you to the registration page. And it's just a very simple process. Register and save your seat. It's amazing that I'm just going to share a little bit. One of the laws, if you do not implement what you want to do right this moment, guess what law is going to be acting in your life? It's called the law of diminishing intent. And the law of diminishing intent says that if you are not going to do something right now and you postpone it, the longer that you postpone it, guess what's going to happen? It will never get done. Believe me, it will never get done. So if you think that this workshop is for you, if you think that you need that confidence boost, to boost your self-confidence, to really deal with your limiting beliefs, if you really want to conquer this 2020 year, and we are still early. I mean, it's only February that we are, so we have many months to go. I encourage you, go register right now so you are already set. And I know that Makisha and myself, I mean, we are so excited to meet you in person on Saturday, May 9th at
May 2nd.
At 9, yes, May 2nd, I'm sorry, May 2nd, yes, let me get that date right. May 2nd at 9 a.m. And I would like to welcome you and to enjoy that time together. We are in a journey and we are learning together, and that's what's all about. I mean, it's personal growth, is develop yourself. I mean, Makisha and myself, we have a passion to live life to the fullest, and we want you on that journey too. So go registered and looking forward, I mean, to that time of growth together. So Makisha, is there anything else that we missed on this launching call for the Live Without Limits page?
I don't think so. We just want to invite everyone to like our page, follow us, and make sure you share on your social media as well. Make sure you share our event on your social media sites. We want to make sure as many people there as possible. However, there is limited seating. So you want to go ahead and you want to get your tickets early so you can be in attendance for this awesome event. So please go to our page, like it, share on your page, share the event, and go ahead and register so you will be there on May 2nd at 9 a.m. because once the tickets are gone, they're gone, and you will have to wait for the next event.
Excellent. So I really want to thank you, Makisha. I mean, for being available this morning, and for all of you who are listening now, or who will get this. I mean, the recording of this call. I encourage you to follow us on our page, to give us your comments. We are not perfect, okay? We are far from perfect. So there's always, I heard it many times, the biggest room in your house is the room for improvement. Okay, and so we are in process. We are improving all the time, and the only way that we can further improve is by listening to your feedback, is by listening to your comments, to your suggestions, and we will read every single one because we want to keep growing. So having said that, I really appreciate you, Makisha, and the work that you're doing, and the impact and the influence that you're having on the community. And until we meet again, it's goodbye from me, and
goodbye, everyone, and like Live Without Limits Facebook page.
Live Without Limits. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of the day.
Yes, have a great day, everyone.